완벽한 맛이 딱 맞는 playlist 오늘의 selfie I say I'm lucky 세상은 chocolate 삼키자 so sweet 긍정의 짙기.
Study methods have brought me from these grades to these ones. Here are my favorite study hacks for maximum results in minimal time. Now, reading and writing notes takes enough time, so why don't we do active recall as we go? After you're done reading, just cover up important bits of information to test yourself right after. This has helped me so much for memorizing enzymes and muscles, definitely my favorite way to do active recall. I've talked about the benefits of cue card notes so many times on this page, but they do take a really long time to make, so instead let's make them as we read our notes. Paste the title of the section on one side of the card and the contents on the other, then organize them into units. It's still effective, but took way less time. Handwritten notes are definitely underrated, and making detailed notes is a very important part of studying, but taking 4 hours to do it is definitely not. This feature is called K-Switch, but it makes it so much easier to make adjustments and review my notes. You can use one pen to make multiple commands. What used to take me 2 hours only took me 30 minutes here. That's it, thanks for watching, I love you, bye!
I got 97 and I didn't even study. What did you get? 100? Oh, congrats! 3-point difference, same thing. No. You got 97 because that's all you could get. I got 100 because that's all there was to get.
Ever feel like you spend hours and hours studying, yet you never achieve the grades that you want? You need to study smarter, not harder. Only rereading your textbook or copying down notes from a PowerPoint is not effective enough. You need to be using active recall, and Summerzone is the perfect website for this. Simply take a photo of your handwritten notes, upload a recording of your class or any document, and Summerzone will automatically convert them into study material. These generated flashcards, practice exams, and true or false questions are your keys to success and the best methods of study. Furthermore, you can also access your own AI tutor and summary notes for clarification. It's time for your academic comeback.
It's our time. 우린 달라. 특별한 게 좋아. Oh what a good time. 난 잘 살아. 내 걱정 낭비야. 네가 보낸 DM을 읽고 나서 답이 없는 게 왜 답이야. That's my style. OOTD 하나까지 완전 우리답지 my favorite things. 그런 것들은 좀 점수를 매기지 마. 난 생각먹은 대로 사. 내가 뭘 더 바래. That's my style. 우리만의 자유로운 night is 지금까지 한 적 없는 custom fit 올려대는 나의 feed and like it 돌린 듯이 눌러 모두 다 like it 내가 추는 춤을 다들 따라춰 매일 너의 알고리즘에 난 떠 걷잡을 수 없이 올라 미친 sport 그 누구도 예상 못할 19s kids 우리만의 자유로운 19s kids 우리만의 자유로운
I gotta move on somehow. Healing energy on me. When it's 11, I need it. Healing energy on me. Baby, can you make a wish for me?
Innisfree green tea go plump challenge plump going hydration boost plump going hydration.
I often get asked, Bilan, how are you so motivated to study? How are you so disciplined? How are you able to study for hours on end? Let me tell you, it's 10 p.m. right now and I am in the library studying. I would rather be in bed, but there is one quote in my head that has carried me through my whole school life. The quote is, "The cost of procrastination is the life that you could have lived." Whenever you are faced with the choice of studying and actually doing something to help you achieve your future goals and procrastinating, whether that's going on TikTok, lying in bed, rotting, playing video games, you are sacrificing your life. In that moment, there are two paths in front of you, and you need to pick the path that you want to go down, but do it wisely. Because if you go down the path of procrastination, you are literally sacrificing the life that you could have lived. Because even though you think, yeah, it's just one study session will become 3 and 5, and then you're sacrificing 10, 20, it's exam season and you're cramming. So every time you're at that crossroads, just think, what is the life that I want to achieve? And am I sacrificing that life right now for a few hours on TikTok? I don't know if that made sense, but I hope that helped.
This is the Easter study guide, including timetable for those of you who are studying 3 subjects. Okay, let's firstly talk about timetables. In terms of timetables, it really depends on like what grade you want to jump by. So if you want to jump by 5 grades, you might want to do about 10 hours. There is a timetable template if you want to use it. That's already on my Discord server. For some reason, I can't green screen it, so I have to do this. But that's what it looks like. So it's in the study schedule page, and there's a bunch of them there. There's like extreme, there's mild, there's medium. You can choose whichever one you want. And this is what it looks like. So that's the timetable. Please just, I don't know why it has to be like this, but this is the timetable. You can get it on the Discord server. So yes, if you're a student that wants to jump up 5 grades or 4 grades, you should do about 10 hours if you can. If you're trying to jump 3 grades, then you should do 6 hours, 2 grades about 4 hours, and 1 grade about 2 hours a day. Yes, that includes weekends, except for if you're doing the 10 hours, then maybe just skip the Sunday so that you don't get burnt out. Again, this is only for 2 weeks, so like just grind it, you guys. Like I said in the previous video though, schedule your study time around your fun time. Don't do it the other way around. But it is time to lock in, so be aware of that. Now this depends on each student. For me personally, I find that splitting up the subjects every single day is always the best way to do it. But I know there's some students who just want to do like one whole subject in a day. I don't know, it really depends on the person. Studying is not a one size fits all thing. It's different for everybody. But in my opinion, I like it where I'm like, if I do 10 hours of studying a day, then I would do 5 hours of subject A and then 5 hours of subject B. I would use the Pomodoro technique in between this, so I would do 50-10. So instead of me doing like a full 5 hours where I will not be able to focus, I would split it up into 50-10 or 25-5. If you haven't been revising at all, and this is basically like your first time properly revising, I would start with 25-5 for the Pomodoro, because otherwise you would not be able to focus. Build it up as you go along. Rotate the subject, so if today you're doing A-B, tomorrow you should do C-A, and then after that B-C, etc. Now, what you should start with is always either the high mark topics or the topics that you struggle with a lot. Most of the times, the high mark topics are just topics that you struggle with a lot anyway, so you should do both. The high mark topics, especially for like A-levels, that includes thermodynamics, energetics, which is basically the same thing, analysis, organic chemistry, those are very high marks. Bonding as well. For biology, it would be like genetics. There's so much genetics. I just finished the 52 past papers. I'm going to make a video on that, but there's so much genetics. Now, this is a hack. I would suggest you do maths every single day if you have maths in your rota, because maths is something that will help you to study for the other subjects. I don't know why. It's kind of like it primes your brain. So I would start with maths every day in the morning, and then after that followed by chemistry, and then tomorrow bio, the next day chemistry, and all over again. Always, always, always start with maths. If you have any questions, let me know, but aside from that, that's it.
The next station is Bond Street. Doors will open on the right-hand side. Change for the Central Line. This station is Bond Street.
I'm gonna go study before the food gets here.
What? Tomorrow's Saturday.
I know. I like to get my weekend homework done and out of the way by Saturday night, so then I can do extra credit stuff.
I give you all my trust. If you don't mess this up, you ain't tryna get no other girls when you in the club. All you got is ask for me. I'm the only girl you see. So if you treat me right just the way that I want to, oh baby boy, from
Your teacher hands you pounds of homework, but you have zero motivation. Here's how you fix that. You go home and use a technique called temptation bundling. You write down a list of things you should do and a list of things you want to do. Then you connect each of these shoulds to one of your wants, making your tasks a lot more bearable. For example, you listen to your favorite podcast while doing the dishes. You drink coffee while doing your reading for English class. You scroll through your phone but follow my account for more study tips.
Only been a few hours, but it feel like days. Only been days, but it feels like months. We're gone for a year, only go like once. Life moves fast when you do what you want.
I don't think. I just sit here and look pretty. You're a loser.
Vous êtes des animaux. Vous êtes des animaux.
Do I look like the type of person that would procrastinate? I have been really struggling with procrastinating lately, and I made a video a few days ago about using Studyverse, and yes, that has been very, very helpful. Like, I have 40 hours on there, and I only just started like a week ago. I don't know how I've done that, but during the day, I really cannot study. And I found a trick to it because somebody on that comment section said I should watch a Subway Surfer gameplay on my phone. Like, my phone isn't the problem. I don't have a problem with going on my phone and whatnot. The problem is being focused while I'm doing the work. And somebody said that Subway Surfer gameplay, but I was like, I don't really want to watch a Subway Surfer gameplay. And I just searched Stardew Valley relaxing gameplay, and somebody posted a 8-hour video on their gameplay going through the entire year in Stardew Valley. And I somehow managed to make it through 1.5 hours without getting bored of studying. And from there, I made my entire coursework. I don't even know how I did that. It's like I got taken over by an alien or something. It's kind of...
Study methods that brought me from these grades to these grades. Let's talk the blurting method. The day before your exam, go over all of your content. Without looking at your notes, blurt out everything that you remember on a big whiteboard. Every unit, every concept, everything you remember. Then refer back to your notes and see where you went wrong and make edits. Review it again and do this 3 more times.
Give me love you long time. All my girls get down on the floor. Back to back, drop it down real low. What's a lady, but I'm dancing like a house. You know what, I don't give a fuck, so here we go. How come every time you come around my London bridge wanna go down? Love is mine, oh mine. I love mine. Nothing in the world belongs to me but my love. Mine, oh mine, oh mine.
One track mind, one track heart. If I fail, I'll fall apart. Maybe it is all a test. 'Cause I feel like I'm the worst, so I always act like I'm the best.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but everything will work out. Believe me, you'll be just fine. All that hard work will finally pay off. Welcome to your winning season.
He's got the way, I'm holding at the windows, looking at my eyes. Like every time the wind goes, I feel it take your pockets, look back, you can't rock the shit. Hurt your record and your mind sounds just like his. See the difference, me and you miss my shit.
Silly Caucasian girl likes to play with samurai swords.
You'll never regret romanticizing your life. Take the smallest moments and make them into something beautiful.
I have never met anybody who became incredibly successful in any area of their life until they had suffered and sweated and sacrificed and kept their focus and fought through tears and trials and tests. And if you have a dream and you commit to it, it will come to pass.
The only thing that you can do is win so big that all of them constantly compare themselves to you, and then you'll forget they exist.
I have to.
Why?
Because if I don't, that means that all the damage I got isn't good damage. It's just damage.
I know you are tired, but you need to get it done. You know what discipline really is? Discipline is when you are tired, you want to turn off the alarm and sleep in, but you get up and do what needs to be done. Discipline is when you do what you do not want to do now, so you can get what you do want in your life later. Discipline is something very few people have. That is discipline.
You got me misunderstood, but at least I look this good. We can't be friends, but I'd like to just pretend. You cling to your pay.
You do this every day? Yeah. Why? Because I love it.